Hey guys, Jason from Meghead Studios. You're probably wondering, why am I making this video? You probably clicked on it because of the title of the video. And yeah, I'm going to be smoking on camera. Kids, do not smoke. Don't pick up this habit. So first, right off the bat, let me say, I am not anti-LGBT. Not in any way, shape, or form. If that's what makes you, if that's what makes you happy, you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting anybody else, what's the problem? I don't see a problem with that. Not at all. Okay? So I just want to make that clear. Alright? Some of you may not like that point of view, some of you might. You know, you're free to decide. Just like the LGBT community. They're free to decide. Alright, so the reason for this video, and yeah, like I said, I'm smoking on camera, which I don't normally do. So, I was on a Facebook group, which I have now left because of this, who stated that the LGBT community, should absolutely, positively, no matter what, be included in role-playing game settings. Role-playing games, okay? Role-playing games. And to some extent, miniature wargaming. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. However, what I had the problem with was the way the person presented it was that it's an absolute must that every game must have this represented. Okay, my point of view. LGBT, should it be included in gaming? At all? It's up to the storyteller. Let's face it, the storyteller has their idea for their story. If they do not feel that the community should be represented, that's their prerogative. Now, of course, the players, you too, also have the option to mention this to your GM or DM. Hey, my character is, we're just going to say my character is gay. If your DM has a problem with that, they should civilly and rationally discuss with you why they feel it should not be in their game. But at the same time, the player wants to have this character, why not have it? It's a great story element. It brings something different to the table that I honestly have only seen done twice in a role-playing game, when I've actually been able to game with other DMs or GMs, okay, as a player, okay? So, in my games, I have no problem with this. I actually have a good friend of mine that is a male, but plays a female that goes any which way she wants to go. Do I have a problem with it? No, not really. Now, the character itself really didn't fit into the campaign per se, as far as the need for it. It wasn't that I was railroading them or blocking them in any sort of way. It's just, honestly, in the campaign, it didn't fit. But I didn't say, no, you can't play this character. Okay? There is a place for the community in gaming. There should be a place for it. Like I said, it opens up a whole new dynamic for your games. As a DM or GM, you should, honestly, expand your horizons a bit. Like I said, it's a great story element. You can add different things to your game, a whole new level of gaming that can be entertaining for not only your players, but for you as well. Explore it. Why not explore it? Okay, I understand. Believe me, I know there are a lot of people that are still very anti-LGBT. Okay? I may not agree with y'all, but I understand your right to feel that way. It's your game, it's your life, that's your view, fine. I also have the choice not to be associated with you in any way, shape, or form. Alright? Which is, again, the reason why I left this group. So, back to the group thing. The person made the comment. I pretty much said exactly what I just told you. You know, it's really up to the GM or DM to do it. Literally, within 5 minutes, there are at least 100 replies to my one comment saying that I was a fascist, which, by the way, you know, that's not what the term was for. I don't think you understand what fascist really means. Look it up, okay? And I'm anti-gay, anti-lesbian, transgender. No. What I said was, the GM or DM has a story in mind. If it doesn't include that community, it doesn't include that community. And again, just like I told them, there should be an open discussion between the player and the GM about this. If they absolutely don't want it, you can either decide to continue on the game on the DM's term or leave the game. Personally, I would think you might want to leave the game and go to somebody who's more open-minded. Honestly. I mean, seriously, why be unhappy? Just like any other player, gay, straight, transgender, whatever. If you're not happy with your DM or GM, leave the game if you cannot have an open dialogue with them, express your point of view, see their point of view, and if you can't come to agreement, leave. If they just totally shut you down and tell you, no, your character will not be gay, your character will not be a lesbian, your character cannot be a transgender person, leave the damn game. It's not a comfortable environment. Obviously, it's not a comfortable environment. I would not ever do that to any of my players, regardless. Okay? Now, on the other side of this point, and it's, again, take it for what you will, but should there be a presence of the LGBT community in games from publishers? Again, that's something on the publishers. I have no problem with it. If there was, if there was a section in a game book in an RPG manual that had something about that, like let's say there's a community that's nothing but it's an open, a free love community, as my friend Brian would probably say, where it's open for anything. Okay, would I have a problem with that? No. Is it required though in the gaming world? It's a tough call. I certainly think it should be addressed. Okay? It should be touched on. Why not? It's part of our modern culture now. Okay? This is not some little thing like back in the 60s, 50s, 70s where it's all taboo. No, being LGBT is out there. You see it on the news all the time. There are large communities. You have the Gay Pride Parade in New York City. Okay? Come on. Really? It's not that taboo anymore. Now, I can understand how publishers may not want to get involved in it because they could lose profits from part of their gaming community, from their fans, their following, their patrons that are anti-LGBT. I can understand that. I totally understand that because they're there to make money. You're not going to please everybody all the time. I think we can all agree on that. Right? You're not going to please everybody. You're not. That's just the way things are. But the presence is there. It is most obviously there. All right? You guys, open dialogues. Please. There's no reason for there to be this huge, you're anti this, you're anti that. Again, if they're anti-LGBT and it makes you uncomfortable being in that group, leave the group. Just leave the damn group. Okay? DMs, GMs. If there is no place in your game for that type of character, you need to make that clear from the get-go. You absolutely do. All right? So, yeah, I'm smoking. Now, again, back to the whole publishing thing. It's going to be hard. It's going to take time. Yeah, this is 2017, fixing to be 2018. But society is not at that point yet where a big company, let's take Wizards of the Coast, for instance. It's very unlikely that they will actually have something for the LGBT community. Okay? Something specific. I'm going to put it like that. Something specifically made towards that community. Okay? However, if you look at the game, there's nothing saying that you can't be that character. You can't play a character in that way. There's nothing saying that there are no societies within the Dungeons and Dragons world. that do not have persons that are LGBT. It's totally up to the DM. It honestly is. Okay? I think where this problem is stemming from what I've seen, and again, why I left this particular group, is because there's a certain part of the community that is trying to force it into the games. I understand you can campaign for it, which is great. However, from what I am seeing, and why this big controversy is happening now, is that it's being done very aggressively. That's not the way to get things done. It isn't. Have an open dialogue. Okay? Be civil about it. The more aggressive you are, the less likely anybody's going to listen. The more likely you're going to get people who are against the LGBT community to come out and voice their opinions. Unfortunately, majority rules. If more people say, no, we don't want this, do you think Wizards of the Coast is going to include it? No, they're not. They're not. Face facts, they're not. Okay? And it's also unfortunate that, let's say, for instance, a member of this community decides to make their own, let's say, supplement for Dungeons and Dragons. Will it be successful? Yes and no. Within the LGBT community, of course it's going to be successful. For people that are open-minded, they might pick it up. But for the vast majority of gamers, probably not. So will it be profitable? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on the route you go. Would it be something I'm interested in getting? Yeah, definitely. I mean, why not? Like I said, story element, hello, add it to the game. So yeah, I mean, come on. Let's calm down a little bit, everybody. The LGBT community is here. It's not going anywhere. I don't care what you think you can do about it. It's here. It's staying. What's the problem? And again, I know this is going to open up a whole bunch of comments. I'm going to get people against it and people for it. Fine. Open discussion. Hit me up. Do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, my point of view, I've got no problem with it. I will never tell one of my players, no, you cannot be part of the LGBT community. Because, like I said, it just adds more story elements. I might be able to add, well, I know I'll be able to add more jokes in the game, because my games are pretty damn humorous. So yeah, just my point of view. Had to get this off my chest. Have an open discussion. Let me hear what you think. Do it. I'm not going to delete your comments. Unless you are like a total fucking asshole about it. Plain and simple, because I don't have time for that type of negativity. Negative comments are fine, you know, but if you're gonna be an asshole towards people, no, I'm not having it. All right, guys, take it easy. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and comment. Have a good one.